You know that person where you've been head-to-head in competitions and you go for something and then they're going for something and then you go for something and it falls apart and they go for the same thing that you was going for, thinking that they've got something over you. Then the people that follow them start going up, going crazy, going, this is what we do. Yeah, this is how we roll. And then that thing that you wanted then falls apart on them. Then they get all sorts, you start crying, cussing them out, cussing out you as well because you're useless. Then you go back and get that thing that they wanted. And then the people who were your rivals turn around and say, here we go. That's right, here we go. Martin Zubimendi to Arsenal has now been confirmed yesterday by Fabrizio Romano early in the morning. But Arsenal have a level of pettiness, which I'm going to get into. And this one is going to make you spit out your Weetabix, your cornflakes, your Cocoa Pops. I'm tying that head with TK24 Sports. If you're new to the show, like, subscribe, and turn that notification on before you miss another show. Okay. Road to 100,000 subscribers is on its way. You guys, 80% of you who watch the show don't even subscribe. What the hell is wrong with you? Turn that subscription on. It's for free. That means you keep saying you don't get nothing for free. Here's your chance. Grab it. Press. Arsenal are petty. They are. Arsenal fans are petty. We are. But this deal, I'm going to get straight to it. This deal is pettiness to its highest standards. This deal was done in January, okay? It was done, concluded. But Arsenal were waiting to drop this news. Waiting for the perfect moment. We know Arsenal crashed out of the Champions League against PSG. It's been a hard pill to swallow this week. It really, truly has. But then Arsenal are playing Liverpool today. Arsenal players crashing out all over the internet. I've done a video, but I didn't crash out. I was just, I said my piece, but I weren't crashing out. Actually made a good suggestion if you missed that show. But Arsenal are like, okay, Arsenal fans are crashing out. Mikel Arteta is taking a lot of flack here. What can we do to suppress this noise? What can we do to turn noise into raptures of laughter, thunderclaps, and happy? Let's just drop the Zubimendi one. Just now. Why? Well, you're playing Liverpool. Zubimendi was supposed to go to Liverpool. He changed his mind. He wanted to stay and have some more sangria, look at the mountains and a blue sky. But now we've got him. Let's drop it against Liverpool. But we're going to give him a guard of honor. Okay, yeah, we're clapping to the point of we've got Zubimendi and you don't. Yeah, I know you Liverpool fans have been thinking, yeah, we've got a Premier League title. You don't. That is true. That's very true. But you've had that since January. It's old news. It's old hat. We're not bothered. But the news that we've got, Zubimendi over you guys and you're the league champions, what does that say? That he believes in the Arsenal project more than the Liverpool project. Okay, am I capping? No. When a player decides and says, I'd rather go to the rivals who didn't win the league, but has shown promise over the team that just won the league, shows he's thinking Arsenal have a bigger ceiling than Liverpool currently have. And that speaks volumes. But it doesn't stop there. The 21st of May is a date I want you to etch in your head right now, because I'm going to come back to this. Zubimendi coming in to partner Declan Rice, as well as the Thomas Partey, as well as the Mikel Moreno. Don't even laugh at me when I say Mikel Moreno, because he's better than what people actually think. Not because he's gone up front and saved the Arsenal season from blushes, because he can actually play. He just doesn't play the way that you want him to play. And you've got a Martin Odegaard, and then you're going to have a Lewis Skelly there as well, who I think is actually going to go into midfield next season in some different capacity in an inverted left back, as we know. But also looking at a left back to bring in as well, because Zinchenko's going, Chiellini's going. But back to the Zubimendi. How is this going to help Arsenal? How is it going to benefit the likes of Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, and a Martin Odegaard, as well as a Mikel Moreno? Easy. This guy is better than what people think. They look at him when I was first looking at him and doing a video on him many moons ago. I was saying, well, I think he's a bit lightweight. I think he's a bit this. I think he's a bit that. Then you more look at the compilations and you start looking at what he can do with the ball, especially with Spain as well. Don't forget that he did win the Euros. May I add? He can distribute the ball very well. Better than Thomas Partey in the sense of releasing it faster. Thomas Partey does dwell on the ball. Thomas Partey does have defensive frailties, shall we say. We saw twice this week. Martin Zubimendi does have defensive frailties, but nowhere near to the capacity of a Thomas Partey. He just distributes the ball faster than a Thomas Partey. He lost the ball a bit better than a Thomas Partey. And we could look at all the stats and everything else that tells you, but when you look at the eye and what you're seeing, you'll see Martin Zubimendi is going to be an upgrade of Jorginho, who's leaving, of course. But I think getting the ball to faster to a Martin Odegaard and the way that Martin Odegaard plays, I think he's going to love having Zubimendi come into this team. Zubimendi coming in is going to help Declan Rice as well. We know he's a freight train. We know he is a freight train. Okay? I've said it so many times. Declan Rice is a freight train. Don't mess with him. But when I said about the 21st of May, what I was talking about is this. Viktor Gyokeres is, well, pretty much going to be on his way to Arsenal. Now, Man United plays first in the Europa League final. Man United need Champions League to get a striker of a caliber of a Viktor Gyokeres. Ruben Amorim was the ex-manager from a Sporting Lisbon. Yes, he was there. He had Viktor Gyokeres. Viktor Gyokeres knows him. Viktor Gyokeres does trust him when it comes to managing his career, his football. He plays a style of football that with Ruben Amorim plays. So he'll be perfect for him. But Andrea Berta is a fan of Viktor Gyokeres. Andrea Berta has gone into Arsenal and said, listen, stop pussyfooting around over this Benjamin Sesko. He's cool, but you need to win now. And this man who scored over 53 goals already this season is the one to help you get to where you need to get to. No more promising future high-rising talented stars. No, we need now. We need now. You need to win now. If you had a Viktor Gyokeres on Paris, you would be right now in a Champions League final. Mikel Arteta, do you not understand? Okay, yeah, I get it. Okay, let me put the bid in. The opening bid of 63 million has gone in to Sporting Lisbon. That's what's now being reported. The 21st of May is so pitiable for Manchester United, because if Arsenal wait for the 21st of May to see if they're going to get the Champions League final, then Man United wouldn't be putting the bid in straight away for Viktor Gyokeres to get him into Old Trafford. Arsenal still the march now. They know what money they've got coming in. They've already banked in over £99 million from their campaign in the Champions League. Going for Viktor Gyokeres now still to march over Manchester United because they cannot put a bid in. They just can't. Mark Goldbridge has already been crashing out over this and saying, what can we do? We've got to do something. We've got to say to him, just wait until the 21st of May. Arsenal, again, the level of pettiness is like, no, we're going to take him now. And all you can do between now and the 21st of May is go, oh, man, this guy, he's going to Arsenal. This team is building in front of our eyes. Arsenal have the money to do so. Like I said, the board know that they messed up. Josh Kroenke knows he's messed up in January. But what he's doing now is making up for it. They're moving faster in the transfer market. Going on to Zubimendi, where people are saying, yeah, we've got a midfielder. Yeah, it's nice, but we want to see the striker first. The striker is on his way. A left wing is going to be on his way. That's going to be the third signing. Then the fourth signing is going to be a left back. The fifth signing is going to be the goalkeeper. Arsenal are building a team to win, to compete. This is what I was talking about a couple of days ago. Arsenal need to sign 5 starting players, and they are bringing in 5 starting players. Now, that's just only going to complement the team in a sense of they can rotate more. They can rotate more efficiently. The bench was just going to be made of starting 11s, and you'll be thinking, oh my God, we can rotate here. And then I think Arsenal are going to have a secondary striker coming in. It's not going to be Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz, in my opinion, is going to drop down to the number 10 role with a Martin Odegaard, and them two are going to be the backups there. They're going to be pivoting and rotating in between each other. And then Kai Havertz will be the backup to Martin Odegaard. And I think Arsenal are going to go in for Liam Delap. I've just got this funny feeling at 30 million with a release clause is so easy to trigger. Okay, Chelsea's going to be in the wings. Man United are going to be in the wings. And yes, he may favour to go to one of those teams to get first team football. But if Mikel Arteta is smart enough and been talking to him long enough and say to him, yes, it's great to go and get your first team football, but is it great just to, fight for relegation, fight to get into the top half of the league, just to say, I'm starting week in, week out without a service that we can provide for you? With Liam Delap coming into Arsenal, you're fighting to win a Premier League. You're fighting to win a Champions League. You're fighting now to have a domestic cup. And along the way, you're going to have enough minutes to showcase exactly what you're going to do. You're going to show to Thomas Tuchel, listen, I'm at Arsenal, man, look at what I'm doing. Or you can say, I'm at Man United, look what I'm trying to do. I'm at Chelsea. Do I stand out? No, you come to Arsenal, you can do it. Yes, you're not going to be the number one striker. Viktor Gyokeres is going to be the number one striker. But having those two options is what every club needs. Every top club needs options. And that's why I'm very sure Arsenal will have a Liam Delap in their army for next season. Now, does that excite you, Arsenal fans? With what I've just said, having a Liam Delap, having a Viktor Gyokeres up front for next season, does that excite you? Martin Zubimendi coming in, does that excite you? Having a left winger coming in, who's that going to be? We have to just dig a bit deeper and try and contact more people to find out, yes. But have you subscribed yet? Have you liked it yet? And have you shared it with 10 other people with this show? I hope you do. I'm Tyler here for TK24 Sports. If you're new to the show, like, subscribe, and turn the notification on so you don't miss the show every time we upload. Have a great day.